You probably spend most of your waking hours working a job you mildly tolerate. It is a bizarre modern invention that our distant ancestors knew nothing about. Let us take a journey back in time to see what people did before the Monday morning meeting. This is Grug, your great-great-grandfather from the Paleolithic era. He does not know what a timesheet is, but he knows that being eaten by a tiger is bad for his career. His daily schedule is surprisingly relaxed compared to ours. We are going to follow him from sunrise to sunset. Grug wakes up exactly when nature tells him to. The morning alarm is just the sun blinding him and birds screaming in the trees. It is a completely natural way to start the day. He takes a long moment to appreciate the morning before reality sets in. Getting ready for work takes exactly 0 minutes in the Stone Age. There is no showering, shaving, or picking out a matching outfit. Grug is always dressed in his invisible natural suit and ready for action. It is the ultimate morning time saver. The only motivation to leave the cave is overwhelming hunger. Breakfast is not guaranteed, and the local drive-thru has not been invented yet. Grug has to earn his meal through sheer physical effort. It is time to clock in for survival. Leaving the house in the Stone Age means stepping into a gorgeous untouched wilderness. The air is perfectly clean and the landscape is entirely wild. It is an idyllic setting for a day of hard foraging. Grug takes it all in before getting to work. Human beings have always been highly social creatures. Before they start working, the tribe needs to catch up on the latest cave gossip. It is mostly just grunting and pointing at interesting rocks, but this bonding time is absolutely crucial for tribal unity. The morning meeting is highly efficient and entirely email-free. They simply agree that half the group will look for plants while the other half looks for meat. It is a highly democratic process with very little corporate jargon. It is a perfect division of labor. Gathering was actually the primary source of calories for ancient humans. It might sound boring compared to hunting mammoths, but it kept the tribe alive. Grug vastly prefers the low-stress environment of picking berries. He happily joins the botanical squad. This is the ancient commute to work for the gathering team. Instead of sitting in a metal box on a highway, they take a lovely nature hike. It keeps their step count incredibly high and their stress levels completely non-existent. They are essentially getting paid in food to walk. Finding food requires a massive amount of inherited knowledge. Grug has a mental encyclopedia of every plant in his local environment. He knows exactly which berries will nourish him and which will send him to the afterlife. It is a high-stakes botanical exam every day. Success tastes sweet and slightly tart. Grug has successfully found a reliable carbohydrate source for the morning. He gorges himself before remembering he is supposed to bring some back for the others. It is hard to share when the food is this good. Workplace disputes have existed since the dawn of time. Even without an HR department, they manage to resolve their conflicts quickly. There are plenty of berries to go around in this lush prehistoric paradise. It just requires a little bit of basic communication. Finding nuts is great for protein and healthy fats, but cracking them open requires a bit of prehistoric engineering. Grug realizes that his jaw is not quite strong enough for this specific job. He must innovate or risk going hungry. He invents the ancient nutcracker by simply smashing it with a rock. Tool uses exactly what separates Grug from the squirrels. He efficiently extracts the calories using blunt force trauma. It is a highly satisfying and productive way to spend an hour. While Grug's botanical group is busy with plants, the hunting squad is preparing for a different kind of task. They are tracking a mammoth, the biggest project of the week. There is no project manager, but everyone knows their role. The hunting squad moves in complete silence. They do not have Slack to communicate, so they rely on hand signals and bird calls. It is an extremely effective form of team communication that requires 100% focus. In the Stone Age, teamwork is not a corporate buzzword. It is a matter of life and death. If one person misses their cue, the entire project fails, and they might become the prey. The stakes are much higher than a missed deadline. After hours of tracking, they spot their target. The adrenaline levels spike, and the team goes into high cardio execution mode. It is the ultimate team-building exercise, with 0 trust falls and plenty of actual running. Grug's cousin, Brawl, is the lead hunter. He does not have a performance review, but his success rate speaks for itself. He throws the wooden spear with perfect coordination. It is a successful launch of their primary product. The hunt is successful, providing enough food for the entire tribe for days. There is no shipping delay or delivery fee. It is direct-to-cave dining at its absolute finest. The team celebrates their hard-earned victory. Meanwhile, back in the forest, Grug's botanical group is ready for a well-deserved break. The concept of the 9 to 5 does not exist, so they decide when it is time to rest. They find a beautiful shady spot under a massive oak tree. Lunch is served fresh and completely uncooked. There are no microwaves, no plastic containers, and no delivery apps. It is a raw, organic feast that would make modern health enthusiasts incredibly jealous. Grug takes a long sip of ice-cold water from a crystal-clear mountain stream. There is no office water cooler to gossip around, but the stream provides the perfect place to relax and enjoy the pristine nature. After lunch comes the most important part of the Paleolithic workday, the afternoon power nap. There are no calendar invites or urgent emails to interrupt their rest. It is a deep, peaceful sleep under the open sky. Grug wakes up feeling completely refreshed. He does not need a cup of coffee or an energy drink to get through the afternoon. The fresh air and natural rhythm of the day are all the stimulants he needs. The tribe reunites at the cave as the sun begins to set. They carry their respective contributions, fresh meat from the hunters and sweet berries from the gatherers. It is a perfect integration of cross-functional teams. But before they can eat, they need to solve a major technical issue: making fire. Grug is the resident IT support specialist for this task. He rubs two sticks together, patiently waiting for a spark. Fire making is the ultimate prehistoric technology. It requires patience, skill, and just the right amount of dry grass. After a few minutes of troubleshooting, a small flame appears. The system is officially online. The bonfire is the heart of the Paleolithic home. It provides warmth, safety from predators, and a cozy light to cook by. The tribe gathers around the crackling flames, feeling a deep sense of security and comfort. Dinner is prepared by roasting the mammoth meat directly over the open fire. The smell of cooking meat fills the night air, creating a mouth-watering aroma. It is the original wood-fired barbecue experience. The tribe shares the meal in perfect harmony. There are no single-use plastics, no split bills, and no tipping required. Everyone eats their fill, and there is plenty of food to go around. It is a highly satisfying dinner. After dinner, it is time for the evening entertainment. There are no television screens, smartphones, or streaming services. Instead, the tribe relies on the ancient art of storytelling to pass the time. Brawl tells the dramatic story of the mammoth hunt, using expressive gestures and sound effects. The kids listen in absolute awe, learning valuable lessons for their own future hunts. It is prehistoric education at its best. Grug decides to document the day's achievements on the cave wall. He uses charcoal and red ochre to paint a picture of the hunt. It is the Paleolithic version of a slide presentation, but built to last for thousands of years. The cave painting is a masterpiece of prehistoric art. It shows Grug, Brawl, and the mammoth in dynamic action. It is a permanent record of their success, a visual status report that will survive long after they are gone. As the night deepens, the tribe begins to wind down. The sound of crickets and the crackling fire fill the air, creating a natural lullaby. There is no blue light from screens to disrupt their natural sleep hormones. Grug looks up at the night sky, which is filled with millions of bright stars. Without light pollution, the Milky Way is visible in all its glory. It is a breathtaking view that puts everything into perspective. He feels a deep sense of connection to the universe and his tribe. There are no mortgage payments, tax forms, or credit card bills to worry about. Life is simple, direct, and focused on the present moment. The fire is stoked one last time to keep predators away during the night. A few designated guardians will keep watch in shifts, ensuring the safety of the sleeping tribe. It is a highly reliable security system. Grug wraps himself in a warm animal skin and lies down on a bed of soft leaves. He feels completely safe and comfortable inside the stone walls of the cave. It is time to sign off for the day. He falls asleep almost instantly, entering a deep and restorative slumber. His body and mind recover from the day's physical activities, preparing him for whatever challenges tomorrow might bring. Modern research shows that prehistoric hunter-gatherers actually worked very little compared to us. They only spent about 15 to 20 hours a week on survival tasks. The rest of their time was spent on leisure, art, and socializing. This is a stark contrast to our modern 40-hour work weeks, long commutes, and constant digital connectivity. We have traded our free time and connection to nature for comfort, safety, and endless material goods. Of course, Grug's life had its own set of extreme challenges. There was no medicine, no dental care, and the threat of starvation or predators was always present. A simple scratch could be life-threatening. But Grug never had to worry about interest rates, performance reviews, or traffic jams. He lived in perfect harmony with the seasons and the land. His mind was free from the chronic stress of modern life. We cannot go back to the Stone Age, nor would most of us want to, but we can learn from Grug's balanced lifestyle. We can try to disconnect from our screens, spend more time in nature, and value our communities. Finding a balance between prehistoric freedom and modern comfort is the ultimate challenge of our time. We need to remember that our bodies and minds are still adapted to Grug's world, not the office cubicle. So the next time you find yourself stuck in a long, boring Monday morning meeting, or staring at an endless spreadsheet, take a deep breath and think of Grug. Remember that your ancestors ran wild under the open sky, chased mammoths, and slept under the stars. That wild spirit is still inside you, waiting to be remembered and celebrated. Grug smiles in his sleep, dreaming of green fields, abundant berry bushes, and the warmth of the sun. He is completely content with his place in the world. It is the end of a perfect prehistoric day. The sun begins to rise again, casting a golden glow over the untouched landscape. A new day begins in the Paleolithic era, bringing new opportunities for adventure, survival, and connection. Grug will wake up, stretch, and start the process all over again. No schedules, no alarms, just the natural rhythm of life guiding his steps. He is ready for whatever comes next. And so the cycle continues, a timeless dance of survival and joy that has shaped humanity for hundreds of thousands of years. It is the story of where we all came from. We are the descendants of survivors like Grug. Their strength, resilience, and creativity are our birthright. We carry their legacy forward into the complex modern world. Let us make sure we do not lose our connection to the wild earth that nurtured us for so long. Take some time to step outside, walk in the grass, and breathe the fresh air. Grug's message to us is simple. Do not let the modern machine consume all your waking hours. Remember to live, to play, to create, and to connect with the people around you. As the video ends, we leave Grug and his tribe in their peaceful prehistoric paradise. They are a reminder of a simpler time, a mirror reflecting the choices we make in our own lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. We hope it brought a smile to your face and a new perspective on your daily routine. Until next time, stay wild. This video was created to remind us of our roots. Let us keep Grug's spirit alive in everything we do. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next adventure.